He's the coolest brother on the air and the hypest cat on the mic. Mike B on Cool Hype Radio, WindyCityUnderground.com.
Yeah. Uno. Let's go. Y'all know how it is, though. Headed out of here, I might have to take this show on the road. We go. Yeah. Take this show on the road.
Alright, man, Cool Hype Radio, WindyCityUnderground.com. We are your music, your station. Be sure to follow Windy City on all your social sites, Twitter and Instagram at WindyCityUG, and like us on Facebook. Search WindyCityUnderground.com. We are your music, your station. It's your boy Mike B. Cool Hype Radio is in full effect, and as promised, I have my special guest in the building. New Orleans is in the house.
Wow.
Shout out to the homie Dee-1. What's up, man?
Wow. What's up, baby? I'm in the building. I'm in Chicago and I'm performing tonight. I have my first headlining concert in this great city, so it's a pretty special day for me, you know.
First off, I just want to say I appreciate you for coming over here to the show.
Mm-hmm.
You know, that's a blessing. And second, I want to say welcome to Chicago.
Thank you.
This is not your first time here.
It's not the first time, but it feels great to be welcome, to have such a warm welcome. Everyone has been showing love all day online. People really talking, buzzing about the show. Tonight is the start of something great. This is my first headlining tour. I've opened up for cats such as Macklemore on tour, Grand Hustle, Lupe Fiasco, you know what I mean, my big homie. Now it's time for me to jump off the porch and headline my own tour. So I'm out here, and the first city is Chicago. So it means a lot to me, and I'm gonna be back. Trust that. So we starting tonight with building a base, and I'm gonna come back and continue to come back until that base becomes a large foundation, you know what I mean?
And that's definitely another blessing, you know what I'm saying, for the city to be the first stop on the tour. How did you come about, you know what I'm saying, picking the dates and the cities of where you wanted to, you know what I'm saying, do this tour?
In certain cities, I just looked online and I'm like, where are people always hitting me up and tweeting me and Instagramming me from, saying, come here. So everybody always saying, when you coming to Chicago? When you coming to Chicago? I say, you know what, I'm gonna get the people what they've been asking for, and I'm gonna come to Chicago, you know?
That's what it is, man. Wait, we appreciate that, man. And this is all, right, in the wake of the EP that just dropped.
Right.
Talk about that, you know what I'm saying, just real quick. But we'll get into it, but just let everybody know, you know what I'm saying, about the EP that just dropped.
Yes, indeed. So for whoever's listening right now, I had a good job. I was a middle school teacher a couple of years ago. I quit my job to be a rapper full time and to try to make a difference in the lives of my audience. I really want to inspire and motivate as well as entertain my audience. So with that being said, I've been putting out free mixtapes for a long time, but I just decided to put out my first commercial release, which is an EP on iTunes, and it's called Threes Up. And when you see them threes up, what it means is be real, be righteous, be relevant. That's what it stands for. So it's on iTunes. It debuted at number 9 on Billboard. I think I should mention that.
That's big.
That's big. That I was hyped. I didn't know what to expect. Debuted at number 9 on Billboard for hip hop albums. I was like, wow, this is a blessing. So now I'm out here, and it's only $4.99 on iTunes, man. It's an EP. Man, go support that, bro. Support real music. $4.99. That's less than the price of a Happy Meal. You feel me? Go get that thing, man.
Definitely, man. Now we're gonna get into more of the project and everything like that. But before we get into all that, you here in Chicago, Chi City, and you mentioned, opening up for Lupe Fiasco. Now I've seen, a few videos of you and Lupe Fiasco. Like, what's your relationship like with the big homie Lupe? Lupe is a legend in the city of Chicago. So, and you being good friends with him, that's gotta be like, a great thing just for, your music career, period. But like, talk about, your relationship with Lupe.
I met Lupe on the airplane leaving New Orleans. we were both going to New York. And I got on the plane, and I'm like, whoa, one of my favorite rappers sitting right here in first class. I was sitting in coach, so I was walking to the back, but I stopped and hollered at him, and Lupe knew who I was at the time. So he was like, what's up, man? He showed love. Once we got off the plane, we chopped it up. And we just really formed an organic relationship. Lupe had been to my crib in New Orleans and came and ate dinner with me, you know what I'm saying? That's when I knew he was real. I'm like, bro, you don't even know me, and you coming to the crib in a city like New Orleans? I could have been trying to set you up, dog. But you know, like, that he a real dude. And then I went on tour with him. When we went on tour, man, you know, we lived together for basically a month and a half in a tour bus. That's when the relationship went from good to great. You know, we just had conversations about life, about the industry, about our craft, about spirituality. You know, I'm Christian, he's Muslim. So just talking about that, man, it was just an awesome experience. And I support Lupe in whatever he does. Not as an artist, as a man. So the artist part is easy for me to support him, but as a man, I support Lupe. And he got my back as well.
Definitely. Now, you know, you're from New Orleans. Now, in the city of New Orleans, you know, when you think about music, you think about, you know, pretty much Lil Wayne, you know, Cash Money and everything like that. And even go back in the day as far as like No Limit and the Cash Money era. Talk about how that music scene influenced you as an artist. Did it influence you? Like, did it like kind of be like, all right, even though your music is not necessarily, you know what I'm saying, catered to that kind of music, but like just seeing that era of hip hop be so dominant, did that influence you to be like, you know, get into the game?
It definitely influenced me. I wanted to be the fifth hot boy, you know? They had four of them. They had Lil Wayne, BG, Juvenile, and Turk. I wanted to be the fifth hot boy,
definitely,
growing up. And by the time I started rapping, I started rapping when I went to college. And by the time I started rapping, I was like, man, I took a lot from their swag and from their energy and their movement, but my content is just different. You know, I'm rapping about real stuff. I'm not rapping about, you know, stunting and cars and jewelry and all. I'm not rapping about killing cats. I'm not rapping about selling dope. I never did any of that. So I'm rapping about realness, being real, being righteous, and being relevant. That's what I'm on. But I still sound like one of them. You feel me?
Definitely. You definitely got the New Orleans accent, you know what I'm saying, going on. But see, even with that, being, you know what I'm saying, from down south and everything like that, when you think about down south, you don't think about the MCs being all the way, you know what I'm saying, lyrical, being like nice with the bars, but you one of those guys that you ain't just out, like you said, you ain't rapping about all that other stuff, but the bars is there.
Oh, yeah.
Talk about that, you know what I'm saying? Talk about trying to be one of them guys that's out here spitting, because it's not a lot of down south cats that's, you know what I'm saying, lyrical.
Right. Yeah, my favorite rapper is Nas. So when you think Nas, you think lyrics, you know? And that's what I do. Like I don't have any gimmicks about me. You know, I get it. You know what I'm saying? I get it in. So I go ball for ball with whoever somebody think the best rapper is, you know, and just cause I'm rapping on some real stuff, the fact that you're not missing a beat anytime I hop on the mic, that should be like, dang, this dude real cold, cause he not cursing, he not doing none of this, but he's spitting. Like, I can't get around that, you feel me?
Definitely.
Yeah, bro, so, you know, I know that what I do is special.
Now let's rewind real quick, you know what I'm saying? Before you got into the music, you mentioned, you know, being a teacher. You graduated.
Yeah.
Talk about, you know what I'm saying, teaching. That's a lot of, you know what I'm saying, people out here that's involved in stuff like that, like teaching. If they like to speak on that.
Yes. So, me being a teacher, I wasn't put here to be like the next rapper or the last rapper that you're used to. I'm really put here to be, you know, unique, to be one of one. So my path is different. Nobody expected that a middle school math teacher would end up being an artist that's now traveling, touring the country, you know, like keeping it real, you know what I'm saying? And then where I come from, all we used to is Lil Boosie, Lil Wayne, the Hot Boys, the Big Timers, Trill Entertainment, you know what I'm saying? We don't have anything like what I do, so I'm literally carving my own lane. If you ask me, that's harder, you know? I didn't have drug money to start my record label with, you know? I didn't have the cosign of somebody, you know? Master P wasn't my brother, you know what I mean? Like Silk the Shock or C Murder, you know, to put me on, like nah. But I have cultivated friendships with all these people I just named to where they all know me and respect me, but I'm literally in my own lane. And I got students who are looking at me like, man, look at Mr. Augustine. That's our teacher. This man really making it. You know what I'm saying? That's special.
Definitely. Now, you just, recently inked your first major deal, everything like that. And I seen another interview that you did, and you was talking about that, and you mentioned it. I think it was pretty accurate when you said you majorly independent or independently major. You know what I'm saying? You signed to a major label, but you have all the creative, freedom in the world. Talk about having that kind of relationship with your record label, a major label.
Correct.
Because there's not a lot of artists that have, that type of relationship with labels. They're kind of like, robots. Do this, do that.
They inherited a grown man. They inherited an independent hustler. So they knew, you know what, we shouldn't tamper with what he already has going on. The way I know how to relate to my audience and my fans is something that I don't want anyone to come in and mess up. You know what I mean? So they respect my mind, and I'm up here right now because not because a record label is making me do this. It's because I know the importance of touching the people. I know the importance of this FaceTime. You know what I'm saying? Between all us right now, this is what my career has been built on: is relationships, built on printing up mixtapes, going out in the streets, handing them out on my own. I just released the EP. Where was I at? Mardi Gras Day in New Orleans, the day my EP came out. I'm walking the streets with a 15-man street team with big posters and big flyers promoting my own EP. This ain't nothing that nobody's making me have to do. But I'm independently motivated. So that's what I would tell any artist out here is the only way a major label is gonna respect you nowadays. And when I say respect you, I'm not talking about make you a puppet and you have to follow all of their orders. The only way they will respect you is if you know what your brand is, and if you come to them and say, this is who I am, this is what's working for me, I just need you all to help enhance what I do and help bring it to another level.
Definitely, man. Now, if you saying all that, I really hope that all these other independent artists out here are listening to exactly what you're saying, because over here at WindyCityUnderground.com, we represent artists like yourself. Even though you signed to a major label now, but you went through that whole independent grind, man, and that's definitely what we represent, and we salute artists like you, and it's a beautiful thing, man. So, hey, that's just what it is, man. Now, I also, notice you do a lot of public speaking.
Yes.
Talk about that, churches and schools and everything like that.
You did your research.
Just a little bit. I was on you, I knew you, but then I had to go back, like, man, Joe, what did I miss from this guy? But definitely, a lot of public speaking that I noticed, man, the things that you doing, it just strikes me, so that's why I have to ask you.
Right, I'm not just a rapper, That's the great part is I will rap with the best of them out there. You put somebody up against me and I rap with the best of them. But I also wake up the next morning and go give a speech in front of 10,000 people. That's what I do. I'm a leader. I'm a hip hop revolutionary. I'm the hip hop Bob Marley. You know what I mean? Like, it's not just music with me. I'm in the mayor's office in New Orleans one day for a meeting, because they're meeting with me about how to decrease the murder rate amongst young black males in our city. The next day, I'm on tour and I'm in Chicago, about to rock out tonight. The next day, I'll be in another city, meeting with the public school district over there about how to engage their students. Like, I'm just a leader at this point, and I wasn't a leader my whole life. So I know what it feels like to walk into your calling. We all got a purpose, we all got a mission while we down here on earth, man, and I'm just walking into my calling at this point, and I'm real comfortable. I'm not intimidated at all.
Definitely. Now, fast forward, we here 2015, Threes Up,
baby.
EP available now
on iTunes.
Talk about the whole concept behind that title.
Like I said, I was like, yo, I don't want to be confused with the rest of these guys, so what can I have and nurture and create as my own? So those 3's up, like I said, it stands for be real, be righteous, and be relevant. That pretty much describes my mindset towards everything I do in life. In my personal life, I want to be real with myself. I want to be able to look in the mirror. I want to feel good about who I am. I want to be righteous and know that doing the right thing is right and doing the wrong thing is wrong. In this society, we glorify people for doing the wrong thing and we chastise people for doing the right thing a lot of times. Nah, that's messed up. That's backwards. And be relevant. I want to be relevant. I want to be a factor. I want to be on Windy City. You know what I'm saying? I want to be over at Schuber's doing a concert tonight. I want to be on the 3 Up tour. I want to be number 9 on Billboard. I want to be relevant so that my voice matters. Because when you're relevant, that's when these youngsters look at you differently and say, okay, I'm going to listen to what you're talking about because I just saw you on BET, so you must be somebody. You heard me? And that's where I'm at. So I put that out. These songs on this EP, they're all very personal to me. I'm a storyteller. So, you know, I'm just making memories rhyme. That's all I do, man. Like I just rap based on memories I got from things I've been through, and I just make the words rhyme. That's it, bro. So I'm a storyteller, and this EP speaks for itself, bro. It's some powerful stuff.
Definitely. Alright, y'all. Cool Hype Radio, WindyCityUnderground.com. We are your music, your station. Dee-1 joint is called Show on the Road. 3 Up EP available now. Tell them where to get it.
Cop that mug on iTunes, cop it on Amazon.com, and cop it on Google Play. Go stream it on Spotify. Man, just support it. Just support it. I don't feel shy about asking people to support my stuff.
Definitely. Yeah. Alright, before I let you go, what's next for Dee-1?
What's next is my tour just started tonight, so I got buku other tour dates around the country. We're going to be leaving after Chicago. We're going to try to beat this snowstorm, because I heard it's a little snowstorm about to come through.
Little something. That's light work. Don't worry about
that. That's light, alright. So we're gonna be doing that, and we're gonna shoot some music videos off the EP as soon as I get off a tour, and just touring, man. Honestly, I got a bunch of great stuff planned. I got a song off the EP that I really want you to play for the people though. So it's called My Student Got Murdered, and like you said, I used to be a teacher. So one of the most difficult days in my life was when I got the text message that one of my favorite students who I taught got murdered, and you know, word came out later that he actually got murdered by another one of my students. You know, and that's something we know all too well in the black community is whenever murders occur, oftentimes we know not only the person who committed the crime, but the person who got killed as well. And it's just something I wanted to write a song about, man. And this song really is moving people. Like it's like literally my Twitter timeline is full of comments about that song and how real it is and how it touched them, you know?
Definitely.
So, and I know, you know, you hear about Chicago, you hear about the murder rate, and I know that not everyone in this city is like that. So I speak for the people who are like, we're not all murderers and killers out here. We have that here, but we're not all those, you know, those people. And no one is born that way, you know? It's a set of circumstances in every person's life that'll drive them to do something, you know, such as, you know, take another person's life. And I just keep those people in prayer, and I just keep those people at the top of my list when it comes to, you know, brothers and sisters who we need to constantly reach out to and try to help, you know? Because no one comes out the womb as a murderer, you know. Society, man, society corrupts people, you know. So I believe in the power of one. So anybody whose life you can affect in a positive way, do that. You heard me?
Definitely. All right, before I let you go real quick, let them know where they can reach you at.
Yeah, reach me on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram at Dee-1 Music. That's D-E-E, the number 1. Music. That's D-E-E, the number 1 music. Holla at me.
Alright, and the show, let them know what the show is, everybody that's listening.
The show is tonight, man. I'm gonna go on stage around 9:45 or 10 o'clock at Schuber's. Listen, at Schuber's. I think that's on the north side. Just look it up. S-C-H-U-B-A-S. Listen to me. I can't tell y'all what's gonna happen, but just know that something unforgettable is gonna happen tonight. I'm not gonna tell you no more details. I was sworn to secrecy. But look, you can listen to me if you want.
I think I got an idea.
Or you cannot listen to me if you want. You heard me? So it's up to you. Do your thing.
That's what it is, man. Hey, Dee-1, I appreciate you for coming through, bro.
Oh, love, man. Appreciate it. And I'll be back in Chicago. Like I said, this is night number 1. I'm building a foundation out here. So I'll be back in 3 or 4 months, and hopefully I can come back through and we just keep building.
Definitely. That's what it is, man. I appreciate that. Dee-1 3 Up EP available right now. Show at Schuber's tonight, and we signing now on this joint right here. My student got murdered. Dee-1, salute, bro. And we signing out. WindyCityUnderground.com, Cool Hype Radio. Let's go.
My little homie got murdered. Got shot, couldn't run. 4 times to the chest. Hard, lung. And I know who did it. Loved him like a son. This is the story.